OK, we have some breaking news to bring you following today's match. An official complaint to the Premier League that a more experienced referee was not selected to officiate a game of such magnitude.
Arsenal supporters walked out of the stadium in disbelief, shaking their heads, voices cracking between fury and exhaustion, because on a night when football demanded fairness, the officials simply turned away. Bukayo Saka, the heartbeat of this Arsenal team and the pride of North London, was brutally wiped out inside the penalty area, yet the referee waved play on, and VAR football's supposed guardian of justice didn't even suggest a review. It was a moment that sucked the air out of the match, a decision that felt like robbery, not oversight. Even neutrals watching from home paused and wondered how a challenge that reckless, that forceful, that blatant could go unpunished. But as Arsenal have learned too many times, logic and officiating do not always share the same pitch. The incident occurred in the 72nd minute, with Arsenal chasing a decisive goal. Saka received a perfectly weighted pass, darted into the box, and prepared to cut inside, only for the defender to clatter into him studs up, shoulder first, no attempt to play the ball. The sound of contact echoed, Saka's body twisted unnaturally, and the Emirates erupted instantly with penalty appeals. The commentators gasped, fans held their heads, and Saka lay on the turf clutching his leg. It was the kind of challenge that earns red cards in every league, the type that pundits replay 3 times before unanimously agreeing it's a stonewall penalty. Yet the referee signaled no foul, and before Arsenal could even gather themselves, VAR confirmed the decision without a review. It was as if the incident never happened. The reaction was immediate. Mikel Arteta erupted on the touchline, pacing, barking at the 4th official, demanding an explanation that never came. Arsenal players surrounded the referee, but their frustration only drew warnings. Meanwhile, the opposing team resumed play almost sheepishly, knowing they had escaped catastrophe. Social media exploded within seconds, fans posting screenshots and slow-motion replays proving what everyone already knew: Saka had been wiped out, eliminated from the play with force, and denied justice. It wasn't just the decision, it was the context. Arsenal were in control, pushing, dominating possession, and building toward a match-winning moment. Momentum was theirs, belief was swelling, and the home crowd sensed destiny. That penalty could have changed everything: the result, the table, the confidence, the storyline of the season. Instead, the psychological punch of the non-call rattled Arsenal. Passes became heavier, touches more anxious, and the referee's authority overshadowed the football itself. Every challenge afterward felt inconsistent, every whistle a reminder of what had been taken from them. Pundits in the post-match analysis did not hold back. Some called it one of the worst officiating decisions of the season, others questioned whether referees truly understand player safety, and a few demanded VAR reforms again. The word robbed appeared across networks, podcasts, and headlines, carried by the collective disbelief of those who witnessed the injustice. Former players shook their heads, not because football is imperfect, but because this particular imperfection felt avoidable, careless, and deeply damaging to the sport's credibility. Fans are not naive. Controversial decisions happen, human errors occur, emotions run high. But when technology exists solely to correct those errors and still fails, frustration becomes justified outrage. Arsenal supporters, who have felt repeatedly shortchanged by decisions in recent seasons, are now demanding accountability, transparency, and an explanation beyond the usual scripted statements about checking complete and insufficient contact. If that wasn't enough contact, then what is Saka himself, calm but visibly shaken after the match, didn't he need to rant? His silence said enough. He is constantly targeted by defenders, fouled more than most, yet rarely protected with the calls he deserves. The league celebrates him as a poster boy, a role model, an ambassador of English football, yet moments like this show how poorly he is safeguarded. As the dust settles, the biggest concern isn't just the dropped points, it's the erosion of trust. When players and fans no longer believe decisions are fair, football suffers. Arsenal will move on, regroup, and chase new victories, because their resilience demands it. But supporters will remember this night, not for the football played, but for the justice denied. And until the Premier League confronts its officiating crisis with honesty and urgency, moments like this will continue haunting the sport. Arsenal deserved better. Saka deserved protection. And football deserved the truth.